Let's investigate it, let's debunk. Let's debunk. Let's debunk. Let's debunk. Full production, shining bright. Fake hauntings just won't survive. Let's seek the truth and get it right. And debunk those lies hidden in the night. Let's debunk. Let's debunk. Full Productions, here we go. Bringing you the truth about the paranormal. Not letting the fakers spread lies and junk. Let's investigate it, let's debunk. Let's debunk. Let's debunk. Let's debunk. Full Productions, shining bright. Fake hauntings just won't survive. Let's seek the truth and get it right. And debunk those lies hidden in the night. Let's debunk. Let's debunk. Full Productions, here we go. Bringing you the truth about the paranormal. Not letting the fakers spread lies and junk. Let's investigate it, let's debunk. Let's debunk. Let's debunk. Let's debunk. Full Productions, shining bright. Fake hauntings just won't survive. Let's seek the truth and get it right. And debunk those lies hidden in the night. Let's debunk. Let's debunk. Productions, here we go. Bringing you the truth about the paranormal. Not letting the fakers spread lies and junk. Let's investigate it, let's debunk. Let's debunk. Let's debunk. Let's debunk. Full Productions, shining bright.
There we are. Good, I was going to say good afternoon. Good evening, everybody. So apparently Jeff has been replaced by Little Miss Boo. She decided that she should be part of the show. And so she has now decided that she is going to do the show tonight. Jeff got replaced. So Little Miss Boo.
All right, time to switch.
So Miss Boo decided that it was her time to just pop up as we were sitting down getting ready. Boo,
Get down.
Boo decided it was her turn to get up, and sit down. So we're like, oh, we'll just let her start the show tonight.
Hey everybody, what's up? Yeah, Beardo says we prefer Ms. Boo. Yeah, I don't blame you. She's probably a lot more entertaining than I am. But she did that. I don't know if you guys were watching Laura's live the other night.
Oh my gosh.
I got up to go to the bathroom or something, I think, and
I come back
twice. I come back and Boo's sitting in the chair. Ridiculous. Damn dog.
We have now decided when we move to the back.
Hashtag bring back Boo.
We have decided when we go and we put the office in the back room that Boo is getting her own chair. And then Bubba will probably just lay on the floor behind us, but Boo will get her own chair so that she can join us on our lives, because apparently she wants to be part of them.
Yeah,
now.
She wants more camera time and screen time. Her ego's getting a little big. I think.
It is kind of.
It's getting pretty big. So anyway, welcome Sue, Anita, William Weiland. How are you? Cree Storm. Two Ply is a member. Again, we appreciate you, Two Ply. Buy our shit. Actually, somebody did buy our shit today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Who?
I think you said somebody bought something the other day.
Yeah.
Joe sent me a picture of his mountain shirt.
Oh, sweet.
So
yeah, I know somebody bought like several different things the other day. I haven't checked. I've been a little busy, so I haven't checked my
Candy, hello. How are you?
I haven't
Candy?
checked my new update to see what's going on for this month so far.
Wandering Wenchy, how are you doing tonight? Pharaoh Goth Gal is in the house. Pinky, I'm not familiar with that one. Nope. So welcome, Pinky. If this is your first time, you probably want the dog back. I totally understand. Everybody does. Caroline Saxby, how you doing? Oh, speaking of Joe, there's Joe. So Joe, I hope let us know on how that stuff fits and if it's good quality and stuff like that. I mean, people have said it is, but I just always want to get.
Well, especially because everybody can order. Because I'm thinking of changing the settings to where you can order whatever you want, because I can send it to that, where rather than having specifics like we pick what you want, you could actually pick whatever you want and get it. So if you wanted a different type of shirt that I don't normally have on there, you could do that. And then just for specialty items, like the hats, though, the Boo hats, those will never change. Those
Yeah,
will
those are
always
always
be
going
the
to be
same.
like the ghost.
Because the ghost Boo hats are only, that's the only thing we have that will be never change.
Yep.
But so I'm thinking about doing that, switching it up a little bit so we have variety.
Okay. Hello, Bill. How are you doing tonight? Thanks
Hi,
for
Bill.
joining. Sue Mackey, I think I said hi, but hi again. Who cares if we said hi, right? We can say hi twice. Anita, how are you? Kiwi, hello. Trying to get through this fast. I don't have Beardo skills. And everybody tells me where that damn button is, but I can't.
For what?
Where it shows everybody that's watching and then it's commented. I can't ever find it. So, Laura, how are you doing tonight? Susan, how are you? Chris Williams, hello. Central Mass Paranormal Society. I thought that was Susan. Yeah, it is Susan. Duh, you're right. Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. I'm definitely an idiot. Sarah's in the house. Hello, Sarah. Sarah was our first member on the membership side. I did have somebody say, hey, let me get down to the bottom, then I'll tell you what somebody said. And Beardo is in the house. Hello. We have Beardo. I've already said hi, but we'll say hi again. He prefers Boo. I don't blame him. I think I sound worse than I did last week.
But see, that's how I was, though. Because look, I didn't have a voice at the beginning of the week. I still am a little raspy, but not as raspy as I was.
It was
like Monday. Last Monday, I had no voice. Even Wednesday, I didn't have a voice yet.
John Stupp, hello. Trying to get to the bottom. Raven's in the house. She's lurking as usual.
Joe's like, bring the dog back.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Fine, guys. I mean, I'm happy with that. I'll go sit in a bar or something. And we can
and unfortunately, we have to keep on top of them right now because we had an issue with the next door neighbors. So now we have to just be very careful with our dogs outside.
Yeah, we'll tell that too.
Yeah.
But, William, how you doing? Senior Spook Fest, or is it? Yeah, Senior Spook Fest, not Sir Spook Fest. How are you doing tonight? Fantastic. Rejoined the membership. Thank you.
That's funny. She says Jeff. Haha.
There's a couple of them that do in her chat.
Jenna and Aaron call you that sometimes.
Yeah. Loretta Mooney, how are you doing? We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're getting close to the bottom. Let's see. Buy one, Joe. LOL. Got plenty of designs. Yeah, we gotta. I do need to start buying shirts from like Beardo and Joe and Two Ply and all those people. Jaya D is upped her membership again. We appreciate you, Jaya. She's been a member. She's been around since the beginning too.
10 months.
Yep. So. No, Beardo brought a membership. We appreciate that, dude. Now you'll find out there ain't much.
Now bring back Boo. Oh, trust me, she'll be back multiple times.
Yeah, if I get up, she'll get up here.
If that or she pops her head in, just because she's, like we said, her ego's getting big.
Johnny D, how are you doing? Mike O is in the house. Mike, I've got an introduction button for you once I figure out how to work the stupid ass buttons. I bought a Stream Deck, but I have no idea how to use it. So someday we'll figure it out, but we got a really good little Mike O skit for when you join us. I don't want to play it yet. Jeffrey Kuhn, how's it going, buddy? Jen is here. Jenna, I hope you saw,
you didn't, did
Boo
you see
had
the
show
beginning?
For the first couple minutes. It was all Boo.
Yes, and Jenna now has the swampy crud.
She's got the creepy crud, the swamp aids.
She was here just a couple days and took it back home with her.
Yeah, so we may like mute the camera and stuff every once in a while because you guys don't need to watch me blow my nose.
I'm already past that stage now. I just still have a little bit of a cough in my throat.
It's good to have Andrew back. He dropped a video yesterday or the day before, but kind of a catch-up video on all of the stuff that he's missed. John Stupp, member for 2 months. We appreciate you, brother. Cree Storm is a new member. We thank you for that, Cree. Appreciate it. So yeah, there was an argument the other day, and I saw Beardo made a comment in somebody else's show that Two Ply's gonna be quilted is where it's at. It says Two Ply get you brown fingers. So guys are trying to Carla's here. How you doing, Carla? Jonathan is here. Debunk the junk. Jonathan's been putting out some videos recently too, again, which is cool. He kind of disappeared from. Everybody wants Boo back. You guys are hurting my feelings. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
Everybody wants to see you.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here. Come on. Can you come over here? Well, Bubba's coming over. Can you come over? Do you want me to get up?
All right.
Come here.
Okay, we're
Come
almost there. We're almost there. We're almost. Okay, we are at the bottom.
Come on. Here. Come on.
Yes, we are back.
Come here.
We still kind of got the icky crud.
Come on.
Obviously, you guys can hear it. I'm
Come
sure.
on. Up, up, up.
In fact, I'm drinking tea instead of rum right now. So, but don't worry, it'll switch.
Oh, there she is. Oh, you can see Bubba in the background too.
Yep.
There's Miss
Oh,
Boo.
speaking of background, we forgot to put all of our shit.
Oh,
back.
yep.
Yep.
Although we do have a new piece in the back.
Yeah, we do have a new ghost. No. Yeah, you're in the way. So yeah, it's like hand painted
It's
stone.
a stone. We just got they didn't know if we wanted our names or if they wanted Boo Productions on it, but I think we're gonna go with our names on it.
That's an ancient proverb. Man who goes to bed with itchy anus wakes up with stinky fingers. This is a true story. I mean, I'm assuming. I'm not saying that that's ever happened to me.
Your sister will be happy she got to see you.
Oh, Pinky is a new member. Thank you, Pinky. We appreciate you. So what's everybody doing tonight? I know, like a lot of you guys, if you want to go watch The Side I Guy at 8, I will completely understand. Shit, maybe we'll watch them too.
Is Miss Pitbull mixed? No, she is.
Yes, she is.
She's pug,
She's a
bulldog.
Pitbull.
She's pug, bulldog, and boxer mixed.
Mike O is promoting our shit, as everybody knows.
I do need to update because we're gonna do with our merch. We're gonna start doing where we have. I'm thinking of where you can buy whatever you want. So you can pick whatever you want and whatever colors, whatever you want to do, and do it that way. But then, what I'm gonna do as well is when we have the hats are the only thing that will always stay the same, and we will have like a specialty shirt that will only be allowed or out for so long, and then it will go away.
That's certainly. I don't know the situation, Julie, but that certainly sounds like good news. Yeah, cancer's a bitch if that's what you're talking about.
Ugh.
We're not fans of cancer around here. I'll tell you that.
No.
So glad to hear that, Julie.
And yeah, she's a fancy dog. She's also a very expensive dog.
Yes. Yep.
She's very expensive monthly.
Yep. So yeah, what I started to say a little bit ago, somebody made a comment in one of my videos the other day. They wanted me to release more of my membership stuff on the regular channel. But I just want to explain it. I know I've said this before. Maybe I haven't said it in a while. We do have quite a few, we got a lot of new subs, probably since I've said it the last time. But I made a promise when we did the memberships that the best stuff will always go on the free side. The stuff that goes on the membership side, we've only done one members only live, which we should probably do once a month at least. But, so that was unique content, but a lot of the other stuff is just raw footage of stuff that you guys see in the videos, or raw investigation footage I put up, a little bit from the Monroe house when me, Joe, and Kenny went there, and Peter Pants Michael or whatever the hell his name was, Sticky Pants. But yeah, so I just don't want anybody to think that they're missing out if they don't get a membership, because the best stuff will always go on the free side. So Laura, how you doing? You made a live. We've seen you in here before.
Yes, we know we can get to play.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that though.
We gotta figure that one out.
Yep, because I'd love to give away a couple memberships. I would have gave one, although you have to do it in a premiere or on a live, I believe. Because I would have loved to have given that person one, because they said they couldn't afford it. Which, guys, don't buy a coffee before you buy a membership. I mean, treat yourselves before you go and buy a membership to our pants. To our pants. I saw somebody say sticky pants, and that's why I said pants.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, John, there's a video on Joe's page about why we call him Michael Sticky Pants, or people call him Moist Michael. That's another name he's got. He had an incident with Coke, not cocaine, Coca-Cola.
Okay, now I remember.
At a restaurant that we went to before we
because I had that same reaction. What?
I know, Cree, I was told, but I didn't write it down. I don't remember. I'm an idiot. I've told you guys all that 1,000 times. I am an idiot. So let's see if we can figure this out.
Apparently, I wasn't there, so I didn't hear it, so we don't know how to do it.
Well, thank you, Carla. Dana's kind. I don't know that I am. But they said something. See, I don't know if I can do it from StreamYard, though, because they said something where the money
Yeah, I think
thing
we have
is,
to
and
do
I
it
don't-
from...
and I don't see that.
Well, let me go on the Boo page.
Let's see. Yeah. Joe's still trying to figure out how it's a mystery. That had to have been a ghost. And, Kenny witnessed it, but still denies that the paranormal can happen. So, yeah, Tupla just said we have to do it from YouTube. So.
Okay, so I'm going to YouTube.
Yeah, it was the Coca-Cola sticky pants incident.
Okay,
Yeah.
so where are we supposed to go?
From the YouTube live page.
I'm on the live.
I don't, but you're viewing it as a viewer, so you probably
I'm
have
on.
to.
No, I'm
Oh.
on. This is ours.
Then I have no idea, and I can't see that. I can't read it.
Oh, you two stop it.
Is that Bubba growling?
Oh, there it is down here.
Okay.
So.
Nope, that's not it. That's like you want to donate to us.
Yeah,
We
but
don't
I'm on our
We
own
don't
page.
need your money. We don't need to give YouTube
No.
a cut of our money.
We'll figure that
Yeah.
out another time.
Yeah, Tupla said the $sign. So
That's what I had because it's on. I'm on the chat.
are you logged in as Mrs. Boo or Boo?
No, as Boo.
Okay.
So down. Hold on.
Bill said from the YouTube studio.
Oh, YouTube stood. Okay, let me go over there. I do have that now.
We'll figure this out, guys, because you're going to get some memberships today. If we can
I
figure
gotta
this
find
out.
the studio though, because I don't. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Okay. YouTube studio.
Fun. So what's everybody doing tonight? Who else is sick or has been sick? I know some people got some let's see, then go to membership gifting after the YouTube studio apparently. So let's get to that step.
Studio.
The weather here is actually, it was gorgeous today. It was like 65 today, and it was 25 like 2 days ago. So
It's crazy.
maybe even a little lower. So, but you guys, I think probably Central Mass, you guys probably get a lot of the same kind of weather we get. Carla's sick, so it sucks to be Carla. Carla, let's talk about Carla for a minute. So the other day I saw her announcement for her 1,000 subscriber celebration live stream, but it said she had 1.7K subscribers. I was like, why are we having 1,000 subscriber party when you got 1.7? So apparently she made that after, like right after she got the 1,000 set up the live stream, and then got that many more. But then the other day she said she has over 10,000 now. So that video that she helped out or sent to the Shape to put on his channel, and he shouted her out, was a good debunk, and people must have really liked it and went over and subscribed. So that is awesome, and congratulations. Dana's gonna end up donating like $25 to our channel before this is all said and
No,
done.
I'm just trying to figure it out now.
Uh-oh. Loretta had to take the dogs to the vet?
Ugh. We know how that goes.
Uh-oh, need surgery. I hope it's all good. 'Cause I hope it's nothing super, super serious.
All right, I gotta figure that out later because it's gonna drive me nuts.
So, you enjoyed sitting in your car in the sun? Was it? I'm assuming it was nice where you were today too, maybe, because it was gorgeous.
I
here.
got warm at work today.
Did you? Yeah.
Oh, because I wear sleeves. As you can tell, I wear sleeves to work,
Mhm.
and so I was pretty warm.
Yeah, we really don't have a topic today. I am going to talk about something that I did not get permission to show. So I've got to find a way around it. I have permission to tell the story.
From the one that we were talking about yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to start working on a documentary. It was an idea for a video, but I think this is way bigger than a video with the Stuff I want to
on,
put. You
do
guys
your
all know
thing.
that I've got this thing
Come on.
for, the fake exorcists and the fake clergy and all these jackasses that are out there making money, screwing people over. Obviously, Biff is the extreme example, but there's a lot of these guys that look legit, look real, and we're gonna do a documentary exposing some of these guys. So, but there was a particular impactful video that I wanted to use that I talked to the person in the video today, and she said no because she doesn't want the backlash from the people that did it. And since I asked her and she said no, I'm not going to use it, but technically I can because no video, I was there, but we've got to have morals and all that fun. She will not. If I use the video, she will be blurred, but I'm going to try and not use the video.
Jenna is now sharing
Jenna's sharing her live?
to family members.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't know if Notre Dame people want to watch that or not.
No, she's sharing to the family now. That boo is popular on YouTube.
Yep. What's it say about cats? He's doing okay now. It happens to older kitties. We're going to try a gel that goes on instead of a pill that made him sick.
Mysteries
I must have
Untold by
missed something.
Michael Birkin. Who is that?
It's Michael Birkin.
Michael Birkin.
Yeah, he wants a sticker to send some stones. Do we have stickers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So what I'll probably have to do is get your address because, I would have to buy them from the site and then send them to your house.
Yeah, well, we have some of our older stickers, and actually I'm getting ready to order. So we have some of our stickers from online that we'll have to always kind of send out. But we have our old round ones yet.
Yeah.
I still have some of those. Yeah. And if they want, I do have the old Boo stickers that are vinyl. They're handmade vinyl ones.
Stop it. So, yeah, Beardo has shouted us out several times. Our last few videos he's shouted out. So he's been very, very kind to us, and we appreciate him for that. I don't know what Bill's talking about. Some Russian movie. Yeah, there's stuff I missed, guys. My vision sucks. Okay, so here's more on the cat. It's my 16-year-old Tuxie has whatever that word is. There's a gel that we can use instead of pills, which made him vomit. And that sucks.
I wish there was a gel we could get for Boo.
Yeah. Nope, she's got to get a freaking shot, which costs a lot of goddamn money.
Every month.
Yep. Shape has shouted us out too quite a few times, and he's helped us out for sure. And Andrew wants to thank all you guys. Can I just say thank you for all the kind words on the video from yesterday and the post from the past few weeks? You guys really got me in the feels today when I was going through the YouTube studio. So on behalf of Andrew, he says thank you to all of you guys. I'm sure most of you guys were the ones he's talking about commenting because you guys are everywhere. Excuse me. We appreciate that. Andrew appreciates that. And looks like things are maybe starting to go on the up for him, but it does sounds like he's having a lot of issues with the car that he got. It seems like something breaks frequently, but at least he has the knowledge to fix it. Doesn't have to take it to a mechanic to get fixed.
I was like, since we're on the topic of animals, should we tell them what's going on that route?
Yeah, go ahead and tell that story. It was a sad thing yesterday next door.
So this is why we have to go outside with our dogs anytime they go out. It was just rain. It was really nice out. So Styles, Bubba, he likes to go sit outside. So it was like, okay, we'll let him go sit outside. Well, he has two different barks. One, like somebody's trying to intrude his yard, and two, just to bark. And so we actually had, he went out there. So I went out there, and then all of a sudden the people next door there's a privacy fence. The girl jumps the fence and like halfway up on it, and she's like, "What happened to my dog?" And I'm like, "I have no idea." And she's like, "What'd you do to my dog?" And I'm like, "I didn't do anything to your dog." And she's like, "Well, he's not breathing." I'm like, "I have no idea. I just came out to get my dog." And so she goes, "Well, what did you do to my dog?" I'm like, "I have no idea." And so it kind of was a freak accident. Then we heard them yelling that it sounded like he ate something when he walked out the door.
Mm-hmm.
And the mom wasn't sure what he ate. But then again, the dog is very active. It was a German Shepherd, a really gorgeous German Shepherd. And he's very active. And he runs the fence, the privacy fence, and they also have a boat there. So we're like, did he hit his head and break his neck? Did he actually eat something? Because our dogs didn't do anything to. But then again, Bubba made that weird bark, like somebody was somebody was not where they were supposed to be, coming close to the fences. So it's like, so did something happen to him? So they still, at one point, the girl still kept assuming that we did something to their dog. So now we just are making sure when we do, that's how we watch our dogs.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, there's a little history. We didn't get along with them for the longest time. Then last year we had the demonic chicken that everybody knows about, and we gave them a few chicken halves and kind of said, hey, I don't like.
Well, and they broke the peace with the
neighbors.
people across the street. So we're like, okay, if they wouldn't have said, I mean, because they were the ones that went at it too. So it's like, well, if they actually made peace with them, it's like, okay, we'll try. And they've been really good about stopping their dog from barking. And
because that was the problem before, is that they would leave their dog out for like hours and it would just bark every time I'd go out the door.
Or even if our dogs were out there was nonstop bark at our dogs. And now when it's warm out, Bubba will stay outside 24/7. He absolutely loves like the summertime, and like when it's like 50 degrees or higher, he wants to just be outside and sit in the sun. He doesn't care. And so it made it very hard, because anytime he went out there, their dogs would start barking at him. So we'd have to bring him back in because they'd start jumping on the fence. And you do not need to go out yet.
But then they started policing it, and then we're like, okay, cool. That's all we asked. Like, clearly you can hear your dog barking at me for 45 minutes. And now they stop it.
The only time they could go out in peace was until like 9:30, 10 a.m. in the morning. And then after that, the whole day was shot.
Or in the winter.
Yeah. In the wintertime, they could go without any issues.
Yeah. But, I mean, if they honestly, and I'm sure like it just happened. So she was probably just, I mean, I hope they know that like we're not.
Yeah. I mean, we're like,
animals.
We even gave them suggestions on how, because we had a rat issue from
the whole neighborhood,
because after they had to start rebuilding everything from the tornadoes, but then the house next to us and the next one over, they actually we had a lot of rat issues, and so we had to start we had to put rat traps out, and like we did a deterrent spray, which seemed to help.
Yeah, it helped our yard. We didn't get as many as a lot of the other people did,
and so we ended up just we told them, hey, this is what we used, it does help. And because they were putting out rat poisoning, and it's like, no, we don't put out rat poisoning. But that's not to say anybody else in the neighborhood didn't.
Sure,
and then if the rats if they get a rat that was poisoned, so
I'm sure people that don't have dogs or don't have neighbors
or don't think about it
do it.
So we just are very
but it's
cautious of it.
Yeah, it was like I said, it was people in the neighborhood were catching them like crazy. It was a big problem. So. Let's get to Carla's question. So when do we think the exorcism video will be ready? This one, like I said, this is going to be a long-term project. Like I actually, instead of doing an interview with Father Lampert on the phone, like I actually want to go to Indianapolis with the cameras and I want to do it right. This is going to be more documentary than video. I talked to Jimmy last night for, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, and got his thoughts on it. He thinks it's a good idea. And he said he's there willing to help, because I've wanted to make a documentary for a long time. That's one reason why I've been grinding on YouTube, and I'm not stopping doing the YouTube stuff. So this is going to be in addition to that. But
just got to find the balance.
Yeah. I needed to do YouTube to, learn how to edit, and it's where you get your chops in. So that's Plus, YouTube is fun, and chatting with all you guys all the time is fun. It's great. So, all right, guys. Somebody needs to go at least peek in on Side Eye Guy's video and tell me who his mystery guest is.
Oh, he had a mystery guest?
Yeah, he had a mystery guest. I was like, oh shit, there's no way.
How many documentaries
Yes,
are you gonna put up?
Yep,
2.
at least 2. Although I'm gonna die in 2 years, so.
No, you're not.
That's what I was told. That's what I was told. So, but no, we're working on the Collingwood one as well. But these are longer term projects, so there's
And so they're
you can
constantly
work on
getting
2 at
information.
once.
Yeah. So
2
it's
at
like,
once.
because they take just such a long process to
Yep.
do.
Plan on doing videos. I thought about talking about cults and religious cults and things like that. I've thought about hitting that topic up. I still want to keep, at least for the YouTube channel, stuff tied to the paranormal as much as possible.
Boo!
And I know there's some cults that summon things and things like that. So, and Pharaoh Goth Gal, this actually, let's go back to your question too. So, the ultimate documentary that I want to make, and I started doing research on this years ago. I've already spent 130 hours at the library, but it's a location around town that has mafia ties. And we have investigated it a couple times. We have caught interesting things here. Again, I don't say the word evidence, but we've caught a few things that are interesting there. But the story of the building is pretty cool. So that's my that documentary will be down the road. Everybody's going to see Seg now. I see the numbers dropping.
Yep, we're dropping quick.
That's all right. Question: does pineapple belong on pizza? Absolutely. Yes. I love it.
Now, my favorite way, now this is one that's funny, is that some people like it with red sauce, like a Hawaiian pizza with red sauce. I like it with barbecue sauce, but I'm not a fan of red sauces a lot, just because I'm allergic to tomatoes, but I still eat tomatoes, and then I pay for it. So like barbecue sauce isn't as tomatoey.
We're still on. I'm just gonna mute the camera real quick.
So I usually like to do either Hawaiian pizza with barbecue sauce and then do that pineapple or cheese, pineapple, ham, onion, and bacon. Or do it with, I've not done it with ranch, but somebody says it tastes okay with ranch too, but I'm like, I don't know. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like ranch on pizza.
Yeah, I get a chicken bacon ranch sometimes too, just because I don't eat a lot of the tomato sauce. Because usually if we get pizza, and then I always usually get thin crust if I don't get a gluten-free crust.
Yeah, bacon goes on the pineapple, the Hawaiian pizza with the pineapple, for sure.
This is one that I get though too.
Sorry, I couldn't mute the mic because she was still talking. I backed as far away from it as I could. Sorry, guys.
But I like to do also bacon, black olives, onion, and sausage.
See, and I hate
and banana peppers.
I hate black olives, and I'm not a big fan of sausage on pizza. Because it's got the bird seed in it.
You know what one of my favorites is?
What?
From Pizza Cat?
What?
That brisket pizza.
Yeah.
The brisket pizza is good. Yep.
Philly cheese pizza with horseradish base.
Oh, that would be interesting. Pierogi pizza.
Yeah. That'd be a lot of dough. I don't know about horseradish. I'm not a fan of horseradish though, so. Can I see better without these? Yes, I actually can, but I think I look like an idiot, so I'm going to put them back on.
If you would go to the eye doctor.
I need to. One of these years, I will get there. I promise. So is somebody going to report back who Side Eye? Let's see who's on Side Eye, guys, real quick. What is it? Salu Pizzeria? I have not.
I've never heard of that one. Goth Gal, you've probably heard of Pizza Cat. And then another one that used to be really good, but I don't think it's as good as it used to be, is Geno's.
Yeah, Geno's used to be good. It's not.
Now JoJo's is pretty good.
I love JoJo's.
I
Yes.
mean, we have a lot of little small. We have a lot of pizza places.
He lied. He doesn't even have a fucking guest.
Clickbait.
Thanks for stream rolling us, side eye guy. And all you guys that are over in his
suck
chat,
down the packets from Arby's.
I'm
You know
taking notes. I'm
Now-
just kidding.
If you like, Andrew, if you like horseradish, because we're Polish, we get at Christmas time, and it's funny because we just bought some the other day. But the horseradish is stronger at Christmas time, but it is like the best horseradish. Oh my god!
It's
To put with kielbasa. Oh.
Yeah. But see, I just eat kielbasa straight. I don't need the. Some people put ketchup on it too.
On ketchup? On what?
On kielbasa.
I do ketchup and
I know. I don't understand that.
Oh yeah.
That's weird to me.
Oh, know what?
Pickles on
We
pizza?
there. I was gonna just say there is a place in Fremont that we get a dill pickle pizza. We had it the other day. Oh, was it good?
You guys had it the other day. I didn't.
Well, yeah, you didn't because we get lunch like almost every day from reps.
Sue likes the spicy mustard.
This is funny too, because there's different types of spicy mustard. So it's funny because it's like some I can tell like or spicy deli mustard. No, it's got to be just the spicy mustard.
But you like the Chinese.
Oh, yeah,
spicy mustard.
The Chinese, well, at the not
table mustard. It's called.
It's called the table mustard at the Chinese restaurant we go to, and that is like just one drop. Whoo, clears up your sinuses real quick.
Oh fuck, we're screwed.
Why?
There's no way people are gonna watch us now. The Midwest Ghost Hunter is over on with the side eye guy.
Oh yeah, as we start whittling again.
That's all fine. I don't blame you. We got colds going on
Yeah.
over here. Yep.
Yep, as everybody's gonna start leaving us, it's okay.
Shit, maybe I should end this and we'll go watch it too. But no, I was curious who his guest was.
Know what else is good? Like on pizza.
I see you, Laura. I appreciate that. Because you all got two screens.
Yeah. I was
I'm
like
just
the
kidding.
people that are watching both, right? Yeah, I am. Well, no, we have another place too. Is Oh, I can't think of it. It's the one on Lagrange or not Lagrange. Is it Lagrange? Inky's.
It's on Detroit.
Detroit, yeah.
See, I never liked their pizza.
See,
A lot
like
of people
it.
do. I
I've
don't
had
care for it.
sometimes I've had good pizza there, sometimes not.
Yep.
My favorite pizza of all time, if you're in Columbus, Ohio, you want to go to Rubino's. It's like right on the outskirt of Columbus, and Rubino's Pizza. It has like the original stone like oven that from like year. I mean, it is so good, but they're very inexpensive, and it's like a little dive in the wall. That whole dive in no, it's just a hole in the wall.
I think it's a mafia run restaurant.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Anyhow, it's close to where the governor of Ohio lives. It's in the same. Oh, no, I can't think. Bixley, Ohio. But it's like not that far from the governor's house in Columbus or in the Columbus area. But it is.
Wait, what? I missed
They
something.
have amazing pizza.
You went from Inky's to Columbus.
I said where the best pizza I've ever had
Okay.
is from Rubino's.
Okay. No,
And-
they're not mafia controlled. I was saying Inky's was.
Yeah. Oh, Inky's. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I was like,
we probably
Rubino's
shouldn't
is
say
not.
that on Jamie. The OBS is everything you taught me. I felt that I had a grasp on it, and now I'm back to like, nope, not so much. So I'm gonna have to watch more videos on how to do it. Go back, and that's why I recorded you when you and I talked, because I need to go back and.
So as we have this stream deck here, sitting here, and not knowing how to do it,
I can punch these buttons and cool shit would happen, but
how then do it?
no, nothing will happen yet because I didn't set that up yet. I've got two buttons programmed,
Which two?
those two, but they won't work with this. That's why I have to learn OBS. It's a freaking racket. It's a goddamn racket.
Whatever.
Yeah, Friday House in that too. So, okay, so the video editors that are watching, people that do videos will, absolutely want to beat me with a baseball bat when they hear what I'm about to say. So I know all you guys, when you do reaction videos, or not all of you, but most of you use OBS, and you'll play the video and you'll record yourself watching the video and commenting, blah, blah, blah. Not this guy right here. I like to make things 10 times harder than they have to be. So I will watch the video one time with my camera pointing on me, so that so that my face is on there, because I don't want to get the copyright thing. So I watch that, record that, and then from there I'll clip up what parts of their video I want to use, and then I'll start it and stop it and use that camera there, not this one, but that one, and do my reaction stuff too, and then try and line everything up and put it in. And I have such a bad system that just takes forever, and Jamie's probably,
And that is why I don't do.
Jamie,
try to
Joe,
do
Friday
any
House, you guys
type
are probably
of-
all unsubscribed by now, and you're not here anymore.
Probably try not to. That's why I don't
Hey,
try
Anna
to do
Banana,
any
how you
type
doing?
of editing at all.
Yep. You did editing the other day for your
I
presentation.
did do editing for my presentation the other day.
Yep.
That wasn't too bad. I actually, 3 videos? I edited down 3 videos. I didn't have to edit very much, so it wasn't too bad.
I'm getting screamed at by like Stone Rock and Jamie. Yeah, Jamie, that's how we do shit around here, okay? You know, there's the easy way, and then there's the
Jeff way.
better way.
No, the Jeff way.
Yeah, Jamie, we're behind in the times. I'm over 50, for Christ's sake. Bill, right now we have it's a Logitech
That's our webcam.
C922 or something like that. That's what we use for it. But see, I don't like that quality for the videos. I like to use the Canon camera for that. So Jesus, you've been in the hospital for 2 weeks, Anna Banana? Sorry to hear that. Glad you're out. That's not a bad webcam. I mean, what do you guys, does the stream look and sound good to you guys? Or is there things that, like, hey, I've always wondered that, because obviously we can't watch
Well,
it.
look it looks good. I mean, because
Yeah.
on our side it looks kind of blurry, but when you see it, it's fine.
Yep.
He never pays attention to what I say.
No, I don't.
I know.
I
I
didn't say
know.
yes, I do.
I know. You don't.
I'm under the influence of whatever this shit is here, so don't hold it against me. Plus, I just had this big, massive amount of tea, so I'm gonna have to go pee here in a little bit. Yeah.
Well, people will be glad that Boo's back then.
Mary Jane Gin Juice. Yep. Yeah, we saw that he is on there. It's a XA11. It's one of the bigger ones, or not bigger, but I mean, it's not the little. So we are in 720p. We should be in 1080. I thought.
I don't know.
I pay
you
extra.
do all that.
I pay extra.
I don't know.
We're YouTube premium members. Hey Sheila, how are you doing tonight? Yep, we're feeling better. I actually sound worse.
Wasn't that a birthday or Christmas gift? The camera?
No, I bought that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Because we
Are
originally,
you sure?
yeah, we originally started using the computer webcam.
Your Canon.
Oh no, that we.
I thought I bought that for you.
Yes, you did.
I was like,
it wasn't
wait a
a
minute.
it wasn't a gift necessarily. It was
Just
an investment.
maybe it was just for you, Jeff, because
It wasn't for an occasion. What I miss?
for a while
Yeah,
there you
see-
got a lot of stuff.
Oh, so you can watch us in 10. Okay, maybe that's the thing. You gotta. Are you a Prime member or a YouTube, whatever it's called, premium member? Because I think you can get higher video quality with that.
'Cause I
As
was
a
just saying,
viewer, I don't know about a streamer. So
I
maybe
mean,
don't
ours
know.
is pretty. Like I said, ours is pretty decent,
Yep.
and that's the Mrs. Boo page.
Yep. But I mean, because this, I mean, it's supposed to be a good camera. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, what cameras? You guys out there that stream, what do you guys stream with? What cameras do you
Yo,
guys
you
use?
use an iPad? I never thought about using my iPad.
Use the iPad for your camera, Bill?
Huh.
Yeah, she's got premium. That's why she can watch it in the higher def. And okay, so 2ply says it's a good cam. Yeah, that's what I mean. I thought it was, but Yeah, I don't know if there's any technical things we could do to the show.
Getting warm.
I am
See?
too, because this has fever reducer in it, and I took some a couple hours ago, so I'm gonna probably strip here at some point in the show.
I'm
That
like
stuff makes me
laughing. I'm
sweat.
gonna have to go down. It's like usually I'm not into my spring scrubs until like May. I might have to knock out my spring scrubs
It's gonna
already.
be in the 70s this week,
I know.
60s and 70s. Then I think it's gonna cool down a little bit for a couple days, but then be back up in the 60s and 70s next week, which it's a little early for spring, so I'm not putting the winter coat away yet. I'm thinking we're probably gonna get another cold snap.
Yeah. It's crazy though because in our area, the farmers are starting to get ready to put their a lot of them are starting to get ready to put their crops in, which is crazy. I go to work in the morning and I see them all out there already plowing their.
They may be prepping the land, but they're not going to plant nothing. It's way.
Some of them are. Some stuff you have to plant like at the end of March.
I don't know. I'm not a.
Trust me. You know what? Just from driving, from driving through farmland here to go to work, and then having farmers come in. You learn a lot about farming in just a short amount of time. Because I've learned, I mean, there's a lot. Well, that and then when you go through the Amish country, that's kind of fun too.
I just want to farm so I can make crop circles and freak people out.
No, this year we need to do some kind of. I didn't show you this, but because we always have an issue with animals getting into our. Well, the one thing I would love to grow, but we can't because of the rodent issue. Bubba loves
weed. I'm just kidding.
Bubba loves pumpkins.
Yes.
And it's the sweetest thing because when Jeff and I
did
just
it a couple years ago.
I've done 2 crops of pumpkins, and I grew them in the back. They're from like the back of our house, and then they take up like half our yard because they're so big. But Bubba goes and he sits in the middle of the pumpkin patch, and he sits and just watches out. And it's the cutest thing. I have the cutest pictures of him.
But the pumpkin patch takes up half the freaking yard.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Like, and one I only do 8 plants.
7 pumpkins.
Like, well, I did 4 plants and 4 seeds. And we ended up with, I think we ended up getting like 20 pumpkins out of 8 because you have to prune back some of them. So we ended up out of 8 plants getting 20 pumpkins.
And then she still went out and bought fucking pumpkins because she gave all the ones that she grew away for free. So we still had to pay for pumpkins. What?
But hey, let's admit, the last year I did not buy any fresh pumpkins.
Yeah, because they just sit out here. As soon as you put them outside, they get eaten.
Well, yeah, the squirrels, and then because we had this with everybody having their houses redone since the tornado, there was just a lot of critters, and so we just ended up not getting live pumpkins this year. But I had a blow-up pumpkin.
Oh, there you go. But no, it's the crop circles come from the dead space. But yeah, I do want to. I would love to.
So I was telling you. So you know how we grew the pumpkins, but they took down the privacy fence, so we can't grow them anymore back there.
Yeah.
There's a new one that you can make an arch and grow your cucumbers that way in an arch, so they come down, hang down.
Oh.
So I'm like, that would be cool.
What is happening, Avy Stevie?
Yeah, that's one we haven't seen for a while.
I've seen him in other.
You've probably seen him more than I do.
Well, but we haven't been on for
for a couple weeks, yeah.
Or a couple weeks, yep.
Because got to get over all these.
And like I said, I honestly, I sound worse today than I have.
But that's how I was. It was like I got worse with my voice, even though I'm still a little bit squeaky. At least I'm not as squeaky and raspy as I was like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But that usually happens to me.
Jamie and Bill are just ripping me in the fucking comments about how stupid I am with technology.
Yeah, and they can do, like they said, you can do tomatoes that way. You can do cucumbers. You can do like squash certain ways. There's all kinds of different ones, but you make archway, and it was like super easy how they made them. I'm like, okay, we need to try that, and that way it kind of keeps it up so it's out of. And plus, this is something too. I tried to grow watermelons, like baby watermelons. Because usually we give them to the dogs in the summertime for them to eat. But because Bubba loves balls, when he
Sports balls.
although like he has giant
Although he
tennis
likes
balls.
his balls too. He
Yeah.
likes to lick
Well,
them
he doesn't have
pretty
anymore.
frequently.
But so he actually, when he was a baby, he would every time I'd start growing them, they'd get to a certain size, like softball size, and he would pull them off the vine and go eat them because he thought they were, and play with them because he thought they were balls. And then I did that with, but weirdly enough, he doesn't bother the pumpkins. It's like, okay, I don't know what it is with him, but his love with pumpkins, but he loves pumpkins.
It's like the great pumpkin Charlie Brown.
But I did the watermelons. I did that. And then what was strawberries. But we can't grow strawberries either because he eats all the strawberries. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, we saw
yeah,
that.
he cut into our time,
He
but it's okay.
This cocksucker.
It's like, all right.
I'm just kidding. Oh, man. So, yeah, that's welcome.
You want to turn us back on?
Oh, yeah, my bad. Welcome to Garden Talk, everybody. On
We've talked about
1370
some very odd stuff.
AM radio. Radio.
Exactly, Laura. Shame on him. He knows when we come on.
We should talk about what our one friend grows. The biggest weed plants I've ever seen in my entire life.
And not just one.
Yes, multiple.
And
when
you hit his yard, you can tell.
When you hit his block,
you can tell. But it's crazy because it's several different kinds. And it's funny because where he grow, they're at least what, 10 feet tall. Some of them, 10 feet tall.
Too big.
Yeah, and
he's got to fortify and hold them up with structures.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But he knows how to grow it apparently.
Yeah. Yep. And he loves doing it. And the funny thing is, he says he doesn't even smoke, which I honestly believe him. I don't know how you grow that much weed and not smoke it, but his brother's a big fan.
Yeah.
So I think it's a co-farming effort.
Yeah, Rob. I think,
but it's legal to grow.
I was gonna say, I think I might try trellis this year with strawberries, just because. But every time I do anything, Bubba finds a way to get them because he absolutely loves strawberries.
The house I grew up in, we had a grape structure. So like you'd walk out our back door and we had trellises here, but then above us, it was like wood. So the grapes would grow overhead, which is dumb because they'd all fall right where you freaking walk to get in the house.
But that's kind of how the cucumbers would be.
We also had an upstairs to our garage, which I grew up in a Polish neighborhood. A lot of people had pigeons for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did they do with them?
They were messenger pigeons.
I don't know, but it would.
Or racing pigeons.
Pigeon coop that we had.
It's a Polish thing.
Yeah.
But almost everybody, there was lots of people we knew, they had racing pigeons or they had messenger pigeons.
I mean, this was
we keep freezing up.
Are we? Who said that?
Sue said that.
You keep freezing up. I know. I did turn the camera off a couple times to blow my nose. Hopefully that's what you're talking about. Yes, pigeons.
If everybody gets quiet enough.
I don't know why.
Who's snoring?
Yeah, I think Sue maybe saw our camera turn off, but that was me blowing my nose because I don't think you guys need to see that. Yeah, pigeons. I don't know what the deal was.
I'm to put the mic down here so you can hear her snoring.
If you want to.
I know,
but you've got it wrapped around that pole like 13 times.
I know, so I'm not.
It's not worth it.
You guys would love if you heard Boo snoring. It's a trip. So she might get loud enough though that it gets picked up. So there's nothing going on in our house. If you hear any weird noises, it's actually Boo snoring over there.
Julie, he loves to give it away to people.
It's crazy. Like it started out that he hid it between his cucumbers and tomatoes. Now he doesn't hide. Well, now you don't have to in where he's from. But it's just like, holy crap. When we went over there, it was like, what the heck?
Okay, so we did have a little lag a bit. So yeah, Sue, I think it might be on your end. I hope. Because I mean we're hardwired into our internet, so
yeah.
I mean if it is, it is. Hopefully not. I don't like putting out shitty streams. I used to watch every live stream that we did in the beginning. The next day I would watch it and listen to it and critique it and call myself an idiot.
Sure it was.
I was very critical of myself. I don't do that so much anymore because, I mean, it helped me get better, but like you can get to a point where you're just getting too hard on yourself, and then it's in your head all the time.
And you're hard on yourself sometimes harder than you need to be.
I'm way harder on me than anybody else.
And I try to make sure he does, but sometimes it doesn't work. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yep. Oh, you guys should have seen me. And that's so when I played guitar in the bands, I had such a stage fright because I was so afraid of making a mistake. Even though every live show you go to, mistakes are made. And then one day I just, like, somebody told me, like, if you don't draw attention to it, no one is even going to know that you made the mistake. So, just have fun with it if you do. Or if you make a mistake, laugh about it. And I started doing that, and that's definitely the route to go when you make a mistake.
Sheila has a good question. This is funny because I talked to somebody about this the other day.
Off subject, but do you believe people can be born evil, soulless, or is it due to upbringing? I'll let you give your opinion first, but I definitely have an opinion on that.
I think it's rare, but I think some people can be born evil. But then I believe a lot of it is because of upbringing and environment and their exposure to things. But I do believe you could have someone that is born with pure evil intentions. But usually what weirdly happens is those people that are born evil usually have some kind of mental illness. And they're just born with it, that they're just not wired correctly. But I do believe that you can be born evil or soul, but it's not. It's just that you were born wired differently, and it ends up that you have a mental illness.
See, in my opinion, I don't think so. I think, like, I am a Christian, and I think we're all born in God's image. But we do have free will, and we can stray from that. We also, I was listening to some freaky shit the other day that from real exorcists with the Catholic Church, that a lot of the exorcisms that they do are actually caused from generational curses. Because say a family member years ago offered up, their child's soul to the devil or something like that.
Jeffrey's in here, that's interesting because me and him have talked about that before.
But so that's like a legal binding for the devil to possess. It's a long argument.
But see, sometimes, like, I guess because one, I come from medical background and I come from seeing things happen to people, but I seriously do think sometimes people are born, but like when they're a baby, they don't know, but they might be like just a cranky baby. But I think sometimes some people are just wired, they're born wired wrong, like wired to not have.
Obviously, there's crack babies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not, but their soul isn't evil. It's like.
No, but I'm just saying, I mean, for somebody that's a psychopath, I mean, they probably some not. I'm not saying all, but some could be wired from birth.
Yeah, but I think that's more of a birth defect. Like their brain clearly has something wrong with it. I think
but that's what I'm saying, that they're evil, but they were born that way. But it was that they were wired wrong.
Right. Oh, Ghost Wiener's a musician too. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I mean there's a lot, because like either the family curses, though, we, like I said, I've talked with Jeff about that, and hopefully what I've talked with him has worked. If not, we'll have to talk more.
Yeah, there's a lot of people have thoughts on that. Like I said, I think like these serial killers, you can raise them right and all that stuff, but if they've got something wired wrong in their brain,
they were born wired wrong.
It's a birth defect, but not.
I mean, for instance, for my brother, he has a developmental disability he was born with, and he he's wired totally different, and so he has a lot of behavior outburst, which he's had that since he's been little, and he was just born that way. I mean, it's not. I mean, we did everything as possible that we could, so he,
Right.
not I mean to avoid those, but medication is a beautiful thing.
Yep.
Did we have punchki? We did not eat
I did
punchki,
not.
and the only reason we did not eat punchki for Fat Tuesday is that we're diabetic.
That doesn't
And-
stop us from cheating. from
No,
time to
it
time.
doesn't stop us from cheating. But if we're gonna get a good punchki, those things weigh 1 pound each.
Yeah,
and they're full of lard.
it's not a jelly donut.
No,
like most
it is not a
people's
jelly
version
donut.
of
If
a
we get
punchki.
a true punchki, it's like a pound. I mean, it is like so dense. It's a pound, at least a pound. And it's just full of lard and flour and whatever filling you want in there. So,
Yeah, the
and then powdered
traditional ones
sugar
are-
all over it.
The traditional filling is prune.
Jamie, punchki is like a jelly donut, a jelly filled donut, but way better.
It's like you spoil yourself right before Lent, because Lent starts on Ash Wednesday, which was
Well,
Wednesday.
Do you want the Polish version of it?
Sure.
Which punchkis are Polish? What it is that
Jamie wants one.
and what it is that you before Lent you wanted to use up all your like flour, butter, sugar. You wanted to use those things up, and so you would do that for Fat Tuesday. You would make sure that's what you would make, and you would fry it up to use oil, and so that's when they would make their punchki. Was the Tuesday before, so it was Fat Tuesday, because everybody was getting rid of their rations of things that they couldn't eat during Lent. So
Yeah. And you're supposed to give up something for Lent.
yes, if you're Catholics, yeah.
if you're
Well,
Catholic.
other
But most
religions
Polish
do
people
too.
were Catholic.
Yeah. So we you give up something for Lent. Most people do some generic stuff in that. So
Yeah, and James, I believe too that you can throughout your life become very, very evil. Like, I mean, I think we're all born innocent, and then some are birth defects, then some are, raised wrong, whatever reason you turn out being a psychopath or a serial killer or something like that. So, I mean, your life can definitely affect it, or a birth defect can affect it. But I think, I don't think you're born as a damned soul, if that makes sense. Hey, Pomp, how you doing?
Jamie, it's way better than a Boston cream donut.
Yeah, it's
way better. And people are like, but it's just dough and a filling. And it's like, and then this is crazy
it's more
too.
similar to a jelly donut.
But this is crazy too, because it is filled. Either traditional way is either plain with no filling in it, or you have a prune filling.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the traditional flavors that you would
It's supposed to
have.
cleanse you before Lent.
But most people would eat. Well, nowadays they usually put in like apricot, strawberry, raspberry, custard, lemon. Those are the ones that are usually filled. Traditionally, though, it's usually prune, plain, lemon, or raspberry. Or like if we would go to the International Bakery up in Hamtramck, those would be the 4 flavors that they would have.
But then you can get them at Kroger's, and you're basically buying jelly donuts.
Jenny, yeah, and it's crazy because what they say punchki is like at Kroger.
Yeah.
It's just a jelly donut. It is not the same thing. It's like a punchki, like literally is this big, where donuts are about that big. I mean, this thing, like I said, it weighs over a pound. It probably weighs over a pound because it is so heavy.
Yeah, I don't know what place that is, Goth Gal.
What place?
Said there's a place you can get a vegan, gluten-free punchki.
Mm.
So wait a minute, that's like a healthy fucking punchki?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So if we could do one thing with your channel, what would it be? Your ultimate goal? So ultimately, I do want to make documentaries. Like Jimmy and Joe and Matt. But I feel like I've got to put in my chops on YouTube to get the skills that I need to do that. Plus, I like doing the creative stuff. I mean, I know my methods aren't the fastest, but even some of the intros and things like that, like I think a lot of them are pretty creative, and for the my like I don't know how to use animations or special effects or any of that stuff, so it's all old school. Just shoot it, film it. A lot of it's meant to look cheesy because they're cheesy skits. So man,
Now I know for me, I
that
think
hurt
I
me.
think what would be cool is if we would be at one of these bigger Paracons as speakers. That
Yeah.
would be cool to do.
Yep. Yep.
And somebody was asking about or saying about the donuts. So everybody, usually when you have a really bad day at work and you just come home and you need a drink just to calm your nerves, Jeffrey, what do I want?
Yeah, she comes home and says, I need a donut. Like, wait a minute. How about a fucking margarita or something like normal people do?
Now if I want a donut.
Yeah.
So if I come home with a donut, he's like, oh shit.
Yes, Rehill is actually one of my new favorite guys to listen to. I just found him not too long ago. A fascinating guy. And he was actually raped by a Catholic priest in the Catholic Church and vowed to never go back. And I think he didn't become a priest until later in life because he was a Wall Street banker. And then he got called to be a priest, and then The Exorcist. I think he was not very old because I don't know how old he is, but he's not like old, gray, and decrepit. But I think he said he was 60 something when he was appointed The Exorcist for his diocese. But yeah, I like him. Yep.
I know Punchki's now. I'm like, okay, because it's kind of been kind of rough at work for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, Punchki wouldn't be bad now, but I'm not going to Hamtramck for one.
Susan, yeah. So I was self-taught with guitar. I probably would be way ahead of the game had I taken some kind of film classes or something like that. But I like to. It's part of the fun for me is learning how to do everything. I've learned how to do everything on my own. I mean, I've had a few people help me and give me some pointers, but like I've never gone to editing school or film school or anything like that. So, like say, even with guitar, part of the fun for me was learning how to do it on my own. So, let's see. Yeah, everybody wants Punchkis now.
A Punchki Fest. See
Do
what
we-
they have. So a lot of people might not haven't tasted the demonic chicken.
Yeah, I mean, we'll maybe not for mental illness, but we plan on doing one again this year.
Yeah, because we thought about doing one for veterans, possibly, and so doing something with veterans or doing mental illness. But we figure we'll do maybe one a year.
I was thinking maybe this year do something drug abuse related because that pops up in the paranormal all the time as well. People that are addicts. So yeah, we'll definitely do another stream, 12-hour charity stream. And there again, I don't want to do them more than like once a year because we don't want to saturate everybody and just begging for money all the freaking time. So the documentary that I'm going to do, I don't know if you were here in the beginning, it's going to be about real exorcists versus fake exorcists. I'm going to try and actually go to where like Father Lampert is in Indianapolis and try and actually do an interview with him, not just a Zoom meeting. So, see, a lot of people like the veteran stuff too. I get that. So, I mean,
that's kind of close to us. So,
because that ties into some of the mental stuff too, because the PTSD and all that shit.
But we'll have to look into it. But there's so many because there are some there's things for like homeless vets. There's things for vets with that have PTSD
that's what I would like to do, something that's
like
related to
PTSD. So I mean, there's all kinds of different ones. There's so many different, and everybody's like, well, you got to watch what you do, and it's like, yes, but we have access to which programs are the best for the veterans. So,
oh, Michael, I didn't know you played guitar too. Yep. That's funny. How many of us paranormal guys that that we have these channels? Most of us play guitar. It's weird. I mean, at least a lot of the people I know. Joe does, Crow does. Like, there's so many musicians that do paranormal YouTube stuff too. Have we heard of The Order? It was a movie, but it was no. Where's my pen? Carla, do you know what is that streaming somewhere? You don't see a pen over here, do you? I want to write that down because that sounds interesting. I've seen the Right, which was based on Father Gary Thomas's life. I mean, very loosely based. The Order. Jeff, anybody has seen that and knows where it's streaming, let me know. Jamie plays guitar too.
He dabbled in guitar.
Yeah, same thing. It's learning. Would be awesome to interview. I would love to. He got kind of shunned by the veteran community because, and I don't understand it. He told the story once. I think there's like a code where you don't talk about what you did as a SEAL. And I think he did, and that pissed a lot of guys off, like really, really pissed guys off. I think there's a lot of guys too that are mad at God, what's his name that the Lone Survivor movie is based on. I think a lot of guys were pissed off at him too because, they made a movie about his SEAL story, and they all kind of try and keep it, within the brotherhood, I guess. So Andrew says his guitar stuff is all over Facebook. Yeah, Andrew is a sound engineer.
I don't know what's going on, but she's scaring me.
Why?
She's still sleeping.
Yeah, they're just tired. They probably were outside quite a bit today.
That's true.
Yep.
Oh, she heard me talking about her. She just woke up. I'm talking about you. Yes, you're being a good girl. Were you outside all day at daycare?
I should talk to Andrew too soon. Andrew, how does our stream sound? I mean, I know there's better microphones for this.
Didn't I buy you one?
You got one, but it's a super hot. Like it's technically for this, but it's not good for this because it would pick boost noise.
So then, why did we not take it back and get a different one?
I don't know, because I thought maybe I could use it. I found out too late. Whatever. Okay, so it is on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up because I would like to see that. That sounds like something I would watch. Carla, thank you for the $9.99. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I will watch The Order and report back to you my thoughts on it. I'm assuming it's about exorcists. Maybe not. We could have turned into the cooking show again all of a sudden, like we always do in these live streams. We talk about one thing and then it always goes to something else. So most streams are done with lav mics. We do have the DJI mics.
Yes.
And I don't know.
I thought you could set them up to use them.
Yeah. What do you guys think that know technical stuff? Would that be good to stream with the DJI mics? And we have an audio interface. I don't know if that makes a difference, but let me know what you guys think if that would be better than the SM58s that we use.
Yeah, that was a decent Christmas present you got this year.
Yeah. And we haven't gotten, well, it's been winter though. So, I mean, I can't wait to go out and use them because I've been wanting those things for a long, long time. There's a string of violent robberies in the prison. That sounds familiar. I might have seen that. And and I'm thinking I liked it, but I'm going to look it up again too and see. So, yeah, Andrew, the reason I'm asking, because sometimes when I record, I use this to record my videos and plug it into the camera. Sometimes it sounds a little, it sounds a little weird. I want that deeper Tony broadcasting. I know that, I don't know the numbers, but those Shure mics, what is it, a 728? I forget what number it is. I think 28 is in it, but those traditional, but those are expensive ass microphones, those broadcasting ones. Yeah, SM7DB. Yep, they are expensive.
You got decent portable or
yeah. Yep, weird. I can't wait to make.
I had to ask everybody about those, and then I was like, oh. And so I just bit the bullet and bought them. Then it was like, does he get mics or does he get a drone?
Yep.
I thought mics were better than a drone this year.
Are low gain and only pick up. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And that's so what Andrew's saying. Like we can talk into this mic here and it sounds how it's supposed to, but then if I come over here and talk, it doesn't pick it up. Whereas the one mic that you got will pick up everything in the room, and it's very, very amplified. It actually would probably be a really good mic for a investigation. He uses a Rode N21A, but needs a better interface. We've got the Scarlett Focusrite, I think it is, the 2-input audio interface. That's what I use.
Once we get in the back, we change the office around though too. The sound will be different as well because we won't be in such a small room.
Michael says we'll probably get more use out of the mics than the drone, especially if you fly him as bad as he does.
Well, this is the thing though, because I figured a lot for him. He would probably take it over the wooded areas and the lakes and the rivers by our house as well. So
yeah, Bill, that's actually something too that I do want to get soon is another mixer. I had one that we used a while ago, but it took a shit. So, and I do have a 32 channel mixer that I've got effects, I've got amplifiers, EQs, all that shit for, playing out.
Don't you have a?
But that's at my nephew's house, and I'm not going to set that thing up here. That takes up way too much space.
I was going to say, I thought that was at Blake's.
Yeah, I've got a massive mixer because I used to run.
Does he even remember it's there?
I'm sure he does.
Well,
he used it last summer.
Yeah.
No, did he?
I don't know.
No, he didn't do too many parties
last year because of the new job.
Yep. Yeah, 2-ply. I know those are like the good mixers. Yep.
My sweet boy.
Yep. Yeah, Bill, I do want to get another mixer because I also have speakers in storage and things like, I think makes for big, a nice stereo system. And I wouldn't mind setting that stuff up again. I used to have a really, really, but I had my basement in my old house, and it was the jam room. I mean, the drums were set up all the time, big PA down there, blah, blah, blah.
You lived down there.
Yeah, I did. Yep. But then I got into ghost hunting and YouTube and paranormal investigation and all that stuff, and kind of put the music away. And I honestly, I probably would play if I had more room to have this stuff set
Well,
up.
and once we get you in the back room, you'll be able to put up your guitars and everything.
Because I got a tube amp, 412 speaker cabinet. I've actually got
because they'll be able to stay where they're at actually, and just put the and because then we'll display his guitars.
I'll never have room for the drums again.
No.
But I'm fine.
Unless we find a
huge
house.
I miss my drums. Yeah, I'm not bragging because if people have seen some of the videos that we've put out of me playing guitar, like I used to be decent. I'm not going to ever say I was, oh man, I was fucking awesome. But yeah, I used to be fairly decent. I used to be a halfway decent drummer. I couldn't do complex stuff, like I couldn't play Tool and shit like that, but
the drums,
a lot of the basic beat stuff I could do.
We know who's the master of the drums when you guys get together.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, I
found huge.
I found a good drummer. Why pursue playing the drums? I had a small Marshall practice amp. Actually, I loaned it to a friend and he still has it, so I don't know if it's alive or not. Yeah. But no, I always wanted a Marshall tube amp, the 100-watt JCM.
But we like once a year the guys get together and do like a little jam session. It's always at Halloween.
This year it got hijacked.
Yeah, so it was kind of upsetting because I usually get some really good videos. This year I didn't get any.
Yeah, this dude, he was like, "Hey man, you mind if I play a couple songs?" So I gave my guitar and he wouldn't stop. And so even to the point where my buddies are like, yeah, I'd actually rather if Jeff played.
And he didn't want to give it back.
And he still wouldn't give the guitar. So I'm just like, fuck it, man. I'm not going to beg for my own guitar.
So we left.
So we were going to leave anyway.
Yeah,
at that time,
but we left.
We didn't get to play, and I still owe those guys a jam session because my guitar and amp are still over there. My small amp. I call it my church amp because I had one for when I played in the church. Kim Martinez, how are you doing? Jamie Watson, hello. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. we just been rambling guitars and food.
And dogs.
Yep, and everybody's watching Saturday Guy along with. I'm just teasing you guys. I appreciate y'all staying here. But that, yeah, I'm definitely gonna listen to that tomorrow with the Midwest Ghost Hunter because I think he's a troll. I think he's like.
Why do you think he's a troll?
Well, he's faking, but he'll never admit that he's faking. But I think he makes it obvious enough that debunkers are going to pick up on it. So I think he looks like a super nice guy, just a real okie dokie guy. Like I think he's from like Wisconsin or Minnesota or something
Lord.
like that. So
that explains.
But I think he's
handsome.
Totally trolling debunkers, but not in a nasty way. I think the dude's funny. Oh my goodness, I have heartburn so bad. Jesus, Lord help me.
There's nothing to help you.
I know. I'm screwed. So what else y'all got? What do you
What
want to
else
talk
does
about
everybody
today?
want to talk about?
Anything. And this always is true on my channel. If anybody has a channel and they do stuff,
No.
I've recently found a few people that I thought were just like viewers that actually have channels. And I feel bad because I've never gone and watched them. One was recently what's her name? Oh God, why can't I think of her name now? The one that does the cooking stuff. You guys all know her. She made apple pie. She made monster cookies the other day that looked fabulous. But yeah, I mean, promote the hell out of your stuff in here. Go ahead and say what you do. I mean, I'm not saying everything that you type, but go ahead and say what you do and what your channel name is, and if you can link it, go ahead and do that. It's all fair game. Cynthia, that's who it is. Yeah, yeah. How could I not remember that? But yeah, she's been doing some lives and stuff lately, and she's. I love cooking channels.
We haven't done a cooking with Dana.
I know we haven't. Yep. That's we know why. Our kitchen isn't always photogenic.
We have a very tiny kitchen.
Very tiny. So if you leave a cup on the counter, the kitchen looks trashed. So.
Well, not only that, we've been sick though too.
Yep.
We haven't been doing a lot of cooking lately with us both being sick.
Bill makes paper airplanes on his channel. It's great. Bill,
I have to know it because I really got to start working on the Mrs. Boo channel.
You guys,
but I don't know what I should do on mine. Any suggestions of what I should do on my channel?
Bill, I think like for me, you're Saturday at you're on Saturdays at 7:30, and that's like a lot of times we're busy on Saturdays, especially with the weather coming up.
Although I'm supposed to be on Bill's show eventually.
And Jamie too, you've gone to the Saturday afternoon thing, 2-ply, and it's a hard time slot for me to work all the time. I mean, I try when I can. Yeah, Jimmy, we were talking about you, dude. Ha ha ha. Good evening,
Bill's
Jimmy.
Just gotta
how are
make
you doing?
It happen. I have so many questions I want to ask on one of Bill's lives, but I have to be a guest to ask them because.
Yeah, don't ask him. Don't give it up. Don't tip him off.
I have so many questions.
Thank you, Kim. We appreciate it. We are feeling better. I sound like shit, but we do feel better.
I sound almost back to normal. Yep. So.
Yep. Yeah, that's it, Bill. My opinion, it is a bad time because a lot of times if people are going to do something during the week, it's going to be Saturdays at that time period.
Well, not only that, like a lot of people when they do like special things and that, like their special lives, it's usually Saturdays that they do it.
No, a lot of people do Sunday.
Well, Sunday too, but I'm just saying Saturdays a lot of times too. You'll see it.
Yep. So. Yep, Jimmy is in the house. Everybody say hello to Jimmy from Ghost Quest. Like I told him earlier that you and I had a conversation. We talked a little bit about the documentary idea that I have. Jeff, you can hang on a second. Oh, okay. So like it has a mixer in it. Yeah, you guys, I'm gonna get there one day. I promise. I've only got 2 years, so I've got to get there.
Stop it!
I've got to get there soon.
Do not even put that into your universe.
Okay, I'm just joking.
God, it drives me nuts. Okay, that is one thing that pisses me off when he does that. It's like, why put something into your universe?
Because the universe
stop
knows.
it.
The universe knows I'm kidding.
No, it doesn't.
I am thinking of doing some live streams on Mondays. Just don't do 7:30 Friday house.
Yeah.
Oh, and another one too. I feel bad is so Occult Life does theirs on Tuesdays at like noon, and I can't always catch it. When I can, I definitely can't comment because of work. I mean, I do enjoy listening to the day streams that people do.
Yeah.
God, my stomach is so bad. But I can't always engage. Sometimes my job, like I can, and I am self-employed, but sometimes too, like if I'm interacting with the customer or the one job I was at most recently, the guy has like 25 rooms he can choose from to do his job from in his house, and he chooses to do it right outside of the room that I'm working in, because his wife even said the one day, it's like, I mean, he's got 13 other rooms he can do it in, but chose to do it there. So then I feel like I got to be quiet and I can't really listen to stuff. And yeah, Boo is sleeping, Jenna.
I know. I was
Sorry.
going to take a picture for her.
Sorry, Jenna. She's taking the night off. Edgar, the subject is open mic. If you've got questions, go ahead and ask away. We're just up here rambling at this point.
That, and then if anybody's got suggestions what the Mrs. Boo page should do on videos there, let us know, because we got to come up with ideas to start building mine.
Yep, we're asking for suggestions on what Mrs. Boo needs to do. I do think cooking with Dana sometime would be fun, where we have her react to, because what video did we put that in? I think it was the James McLeod.
I don't remember, but
yeah, it was one of our older videos, and I'm in here
it.
watching. I'm in here watching the video that I'm going to do a reaction on, and she's in the kitchen cooking, and she can hear it, and she's like, "Yeah, because you're a dumb motherfucker that doesn't know what you're doing." She's just in there, and I'm like, "Okay, I need to get a goddamn camera in there without her knowing."
And it was funny because I always thought he heard me doing this while he was watching like clips and that. I always assumed he heard me, but then I forgot he has his headphones on, so he never heard me until then. That was the first time he heard me.
What? Is this true? What the fuck?
Whoa.
That is, man, Joe, I hope you see, the problem with Joe is you never know if he's telling the truth or just bullshitting. That is crazy.
Somebody asked if I bake. I do bake. Showing your crafts. I could do that. I didn't think about that stuff. I could probably do stuff like that.
Wow. Man, that's Stone Rock confirmed. So we've got multiple sources tonight reporting that Aaron's wife has been arrested for trying to take him out. Wow, that's crazy. Holy shit. Okay, so Andrew's got the link. So confirmed, Joe with the breaking news tonight. That's crazy. People can pick on Ghost Adventures and this and that and the other thing, but I always have liked Aaron. I've just always thought I like him. I'm not saying that he's a legit investigator, but I've always liked him. And she's the money that Aaron used, holy shit, to pay for it. Wow, that is fucking crazy. Dude. Oh. Oh, William's got an idea for your channel.
Could you do mental health shorts called Dog Days, and it could feature clips of the dogs? Whoa, that's funny that you say that, because I do have a TikTok. The dogs do have, the dogs do have a TikTok. If anybody has a TikTok, I haven't posted in it very long, because usually I post more in the summertime with the dogs because they're hysterical. But it's all the dogs in the family.
Yeah, in the wintertime they hibernate because they're lazy little.
Yeah, so it's kind of harder, but occasionally I put stuff from the wintertime. But if you go to TikTok, I gotta go look up the TikTok. I think it's Boo and Friends, but
let me go look. Is, but yeah.
It's been a while since because I usually am on the Boo one.
And it's all Bubba and Boo, and then Bubba's brother and
at
mother.
Boo _ and @ Friends. So it's Boo and Friends. And it's got
Hey, sweet
It's got Boo, Bubba, Gordy, Appy, Maggie, and Dixie.
And if you guys haven't done it yet, everybody go wish Cheza a happy birthday somewhere on her channel. I'm sure a lot of you guys follow her, but today was her birthday, so go wish her a happy birthday. She was talking to a dude in prison about taking him out. It happened last October.
Wow.
Damn. Huh. That's crazy. Crazy. So that's one thing too I watch on YouTube all the time is true crime stuff. I'm surprised no one's made a video on that yet, like in the true crime channels that I watch. I'm surprised.
You know what else we could do? We should get a Go Cam and put it on the dogs. Just one day it's Boo, one day it's, and whether at daycare. One day it's Boo, one day it's Gordy, one day it's Appy, one day it's
We should have had one on Boo when she was a puppy because she used to like
God,
that dog. So one day she was a puppy. She was out. I lived on the river, and she was like in a house that was on the river. Not like I didn't live in the river, but it was winter, and she was on the edge of the embankment walking down it. I was trying to catch her, and my dumb ass fell in the fucking water.
It wasn't wintertime. It was fall, and it was cold.
Well, yeah.
But anyhow, and it's like a big embankment of rocks.
And
well, she's going down on the rocks, and here goes Jeff, and almost fell in. It was
no, I did fall in.
Did you?
Yes.
And this is funny though, because we were always because we live on. I mean, we live right on the water. That was always our thing. Is if they got out, we're always terrified of them going to the water. But they never run that way. Boo, she runs. If she gets out, she comes and stands at the door to get back in. So we didn't have to worry about her. And Bubba, he will run, but he doesn't go down to the water.
Yeah,
so.
Boo would escape her mom's backyard because they go to her mom's house for daycare. And she would jump the fence every day and go straight to the garage door to be let in. And Dana's mom would freak out because, oh my God, Boo is missing. Where is she? She'd go open the garage door and Boo's just sitting there. It's like she didn't want to go anywhere. I mean, they've got it really, really good over there, and they've got it good at home. They don't want to leave. But I think it was kind of like in their dog world, they convinced her, yeah, Boo. If you're really cool, you jump that fence. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, I swear to God, they can speak to each other, and they were talking her into doing the dumb kid shit.
When Boo was a puppy, like mind you, she was only like probably this big.
Yeah,
at the time. I mean, she was tiny. And Styles and Gordy they had a couple years on her, like 3 years on her. They would take one leg each and drag her around on her back.
She was beat. She earned her way into the gang for sure.
And then what would be funny?
They fucking abused her so bad.
She had a tree that she would go hide under because they couldn't get her, or she'd go hide under like chairs and tables where they couldn't get at because they were too big. That poor thing.
She loved it though.
Taking the swamp brand to the next level.
The green swamp.
Oh yeah.
And the
swamp aids and everything.
No, Karen, the Midwest medium.
But
yeah, we need to do a few more.
Jenna probably has a great story. Oh, that's funny too, because Jenna used to hate Boo when she was a puppy.
Yeah, and so did Aaron.
Because
they used to have to watch them occasionally when we would go out, and they fucking hated that.
Because she would just get into everything. She'd jump on everything. She was just bad.
And she would bite.
And and you'd have to you'd have to put her. You'd have to put her in timeout.
Yeah.
You'd literally have to have her back facing you and hold her out like this in front of you, and she would be squirming trying to get to bite you. And you'd have to sit there until she calmed down, and then you could let her go.
I think though the other dogs is what straightened her out.
Yeah.
It wasn't
because she was in a pack because she started to learn to behave.
And the littlest dog in the pack is the one that's in charge.
Yes.
And Boo will not mess with her. She's gone after all of the dogs at least once in the pack, except for Appy. She will not go after Appy.
And Appy's she's the
littlest one.
She's like 32 pounds, and all the rest of them are over 50 pounds.
Yep.
Like everybody else in the pack, over 50 pounds.
And Boo is a whopping 75?
No,
60.
She's 69.
Yeah, 69. She gained a little bit.
She's the wintertime she
got her winter weight.
But it's because it's funny because Styles and Gordy both weigh about the same.
Yep.
And Dixie weighs about the same, just a little bit more, I think, than Styles. And Boo or Styles and Gordy, and then Maggie, of course, weighs the most, but she's not here right now.
Yeah, Edgar, that's Seg's fault. We were first. He didn't consider our.
Nope, didn't consider that. We're usually on at 7:30.
No,
So,
that's
but
fine.
it happens occasionally.
Yep, it's no biggie. I mean, we had fun people in here, so I don't view myself competing with people anyway. I mean, it's going to happen. Sometimes we're going to overlap. It is the way it is. Maybe tonight was the only night Midwest could do. Plus, Seg's, I think, kind of been out of it a little bit because of the cyclone. It wasn't near as bad as they thought it was going to be, thank God. But still, it rained and they were worried about flooding and stuff. So he may have been out of the loop. I don't know. It wasn't. I mean, Seg and I are friends. We chat.
Yeah.
So it wasn't to. It certainly wasn't to screw us over. So I don't.
Julie mentioned a Great Dane. That was funny though too, because when Maggie's here, Maggie is a Great Dane, and she's on the bigger side of the Great Danes. She's the most gentlest
They're
dog
not
ever.
aggressive at all.
Unless she wants your attention and you're not giving it to you, then she just whoops you. And not even hard, but it hurts good when obviously she's so big. But she had learned real fast that if she didn't want to do something, she would look at you, and as you'd walk over to her, she'd plop her butt down and lay down because she knew you couldn't pick her up. But she was the sweetest.
Yeah, except for one time, Goth Gal, when we did our 12-hour stream, I hold a record. I swear to God, I was 38 minutes behind in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Seg has ever been that far behind.
That was hard, though, because we had so many people.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, she's not doing good. But yeah, man. Sometimes these little dogs, they just get
Okay,
into,
you want to
trouble.
know? Boo has an iron stomach.
Yes, that dog can eat.
Even though she's almost died twice, it wasn't
from eating.
It's
shit.
Because of her Addison's disease.
And we are very careful. It's not like we're just carelessly leaving shit out for her to eat. She'll jump on the counter to get raw pork chops.
She's eaten sticks of butter multiple times.
Oh yeah.
She's eaten chocolate, like chocolate bars.
I'll be right back.
Very easily eats those. She's had boxes of tissues. She will destroy and eat
toilet paper.
Toilet paper. As you know, we had to get a special toilet paper roll because she actually would pull it and eat the whole thing. Her newest thing right now is that because we've been sick, obviously, we have a box of tissues on our, it's like right up against the wall, and then it's like an end table, but it has like a shelf underneath, and then the couch. And then we have a recliner that sits there. Miss Boo decided that she's going to go in there, and she pulls the box so she can pull out all the tissues. I'm trying to think of all the crazy. She has drank alcohol before when she was a puppy. I can't even tell you all the stuff she's eaten. She gets up and eats stuff off the counter all the time. So we have to make sure everything's pushed back. She's eaten brownies, chocolate cake, you name it. Stuff she should not eat. She's eaten. It doesn't help that sometimes her sister, Jenna, gave her a chocolate donut, and she's like, it's not going to kill her. She's eaten more than that. But I'm like, that one time. But yeah. So, I'm glad we just have to go for shots once a month and medication every day. Yeah, and Maggie is very, very interesting. Yeah, you could actually ride Maggie is she's like on the bigger end of Great Dane, so she's huge, but like I said, she is the sweetest and gentlest thing ever. I don't know what we would do. At first we thought my daughter was crazy. Well, she still was kind of crazy for being in the military and then having that Great Dane But so any other questions while Jeff stepped away for a minute? He should hopefully come back. And Boo's actually still sleeping, which is surprising me. She must have really had a rough day at daycare. Any other questions? What did Pop say? Hello, Caught Life. It looks like you just joined in. Yes, they go to doggy daycare. Part of the reason is because of the hours. Sometimes we were working, but it's not so bad now. But it's nice because then the dogs are all together, and so they get to stay together. And then usually, if we are going somewhere for long periods of time, they go, for babysitting as well. So it helps. Any news on Jed and his wife? Any issues? As far as I know, we have not had any issues with them. We do plan on trying to go down and meet them. It just we just had an issue with timing because they had some pipes break, but then we had some issues with our family, so we weren't able to do it. But we do plan on doing that. And Pump, yes, doggy daycare is a thing. A lot of people that work longer hours do take their dogs to daycare, or for socializing, they'll take them there. We actually take I said we're fortunate that we can take we take them to my mom's house, but it's a way for all the dogs to interact. We don't take them to like public doggy daycare. I mean, we could, but we get it for free this way. But our dogs, they're social dogs, but not. They just sometimes don't like if like one person comes barking, they just have one of our dogs has a little bit of an attitude, so it's better this way. But they enjoy it. They go to daycare. They even I made a sign for the daycare, so it says "Welcome to Doggy Daycare," where the door in the garage that everybody comes in at. Everybody takes turns buying treats and toys, so they all have them. In the summertime, it's more fun for them though, because they can be outside all day long if they want. And they absolutely love it, especially Bubba, because he stays out there with his mama all day long. They sit out there all day long, just come in and get water when they need to, or if they need to cool off, and then they go back outside. But I know, like, our vet has doggy daycare. They also offer, like, puppy classes, but they also, obviously, if you need to board your dogs, they can do that as well. And Jeffrey should be coming back here if there's any more questions.
I'm coming back.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Positive?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were going to leave and not come back.
No. Why are you backing up?
I didn't know which way you were going to go.
This way. Damn it, that fever-reducing medicine is making me have a hot flash. I could possibly.
That's funny because I don't know if Jenna's here, but Jenna will say,
"Hey, Mariah, how you doing?"
The kids all say the dogs get treated better than they did as kids. So,
I mean, it might be true, like not intentionally, but
they're spoiled. They're spoiled. Are we going to get a doggy camp? I'm thinking.
Are we gonna get a what?
A doggy camp. I think maybe I should get a GoPro for the dogs, and then I just randomly.
Have you seen how much GoPros cost?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would definitely have to double his ghost equipment, but I mean.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if we got a GoPro and used it for doggy stuff, and then use it
when they go out there and do their fighting and stuff.
Oh, and they run. Okay, so that is something. If the neighbors didn't know our dogs, they would think that they are killing each other.
Yeah, they.
But they're not. They're just playing. But that's because they're a pack. Because you figure the first three of the pack is Appy, who's the smallest, but she's the mom of Gordy and our dog Styles. So they're siblings. So those three have been together since day one. And then we added Boo.
Cute.
And then then Dixie came, and Maggie came, then Dixie came. So
And Dixie doesn't get along with
Mm-mm.
Boo and Maggie very well.
Dixie is
It's been recent with Boo. They used to be fine, but all
but
of a sudden,
Dixie was she was a hurricane rescue dog. And so we don't know her
it's very, very
backstory.
skittish.
Yeah, so we don't know her backstory, and she's like, I swear she's mixed with Great Dane, or not Great Dane, Greyhound and
For
German
sure.
Shepherd.
Yep, for sure.
That's what she. I mean, she looks like the body of a great
And the
Greyhound.
highest pitch bark I've ever heard
Oh my
come out of a
God.
dog. It will break your eardrums. It is. I've never heard a dog hit those
No, it
frequencies.
is so
Holy
loud.
shit!
But she
It drives them nuts over there sometimes. I know that.
yeah, it's gotten better.
Yep.
But she so we don't really know her background because she didn't get along with Maggie. She got along with all the other dogs but Maggie, and then she all of a sudden doesn't always get along with Boo.
Yep.
So it's like we don't know.
They'd probably be fine, but every once in a while they'll go at it, and we just don't want it.
We
to
just
happen.
kind of keep them separate for them. I mean,
Yep.
we'll eventually try to get them back together, but we just want to make sure there's hands on deck in case that happens.
Yep. So I don't know. I'd say we got about another 15 more minutes. So if anybody has any questions, another thing, like if there's anything too you'd like to see us cover on the channel, I do have another Paranormal Nightmares. It's not so much a debunk, but it is definitely a situation where they know what it is, but yet they pass it off to be a demonic growl. And that actually, I heard you guys talking about Jed.
Yes.
That actually came from Jed. Jed and his wife pointed me out on this. They're like, hey, check this out. So we've, not just us, but channels have turned them into little debunkers too. So yeah, I actually almost called Jed last night. I need to get a hold of him, but there again, our phone is open and they know this, that if anything starts to happen.
And last time we talked, because we said we were going to try to go down there, but we had issues going with our family.
And they had issues too with
their issues, so we didn't get a chance to do that.
pipes
But
freezing.
now that it's a little bit warmer, hopefully we'll be able to get out there.
The house that they have, it started out as a single family home, but then somebody renovated it into 6 apartments. So they don't use the entire house, and they had some frozen pipe issues because it got really, really cold in what was it, January? Like it got really, really cold here,
like
and
February
they had some pipes
too.
freeze and shit like that. So yeah, because we were going to go see them in February, so that's when it was, in February, when they had the pipes froze.
Yeah.
So investigation tips, Friday House. Yeah, I struggle with this so bad because I want to show people the residential case stuff, like things that we deal with, that the things that the clients, like client interviews and things like that, but I don't ever want to come off as exploiting anybody. So
and that's what makes it hard, because that's an issue we've had.
But people need to see it. That's
people
the
need to see it, but it's like when we're teaching classes, we have a little bit more control of it, because we can show some things, but we know it's not going beyond.
Yeah, if you guys would have taken the last class that we did, you guys would have seen some shit that would be like,
but it's stuff that will not, that we can't, because we've gotten permission to share for educational purposes, but we're not going to put it on YouTube.
Right.
Because I mean,
even though it would be for educational purposes on YouTube, it's not. People don't know the smoke that they could get if we put their. So like the one that I did on Paranormal Nightmares, that person that reached out to us and said, look, they totally lied to me. They were supposed to blur me. All the stuff that they said they were supposed to do, and they didn't do it. They weren't supposed to talk about a certain aspect of the story, and that's all they talked about. Paranormal Nightmare fans thought they knew who it was, and they are dead wrong. It is not who they thought it was, and they went after that person. And so the actual real person that we talked to wanted to. They kind of like were like, you know what? I'm fed up with these guys. I want to come out and make a video on camera. And I said, look, I don't think you want to do that. They weren't knowledgeable as to how harsh the internet could be. I talked them out of it, because they were not ready for this shit that they would get, because Paranormal Nightmare fans they're not very nice. and not all of them. I mean, clearly not all of them, but I'm saying they have a big part of their stuff to that, a big portion of their base that sucks. They're not nice. Yeah, we do need to do mountain. Yep, for
we got
sure.
a couple, and we have a new character too.
Remind me to tell you my idea.
Okay.
So, yeah. I don't know if Laura's still in here, but Laura, you and I need to talk.
Wants to observe what you do in person, not residential though. Yeah, it's.
Well, I mean, I understand that, but yeah, because so Mariah, what we do, like when we went to that school with Josh, Paranormal Seekers, when I went out with Dawson to that the Randolph County Infirmary, that's nothing even close to what I do on residential stuff. I'll break out some of the toys and shit like that on a ghost hunt.
But
when we do residential stuff, you're not pulling out a REM pod. You can't, because if the REM pod goes off, you don't know what it is, and you can't say, "Oh yeah, we had a REM pod go off." I mean, like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You can't say, it's a ghost and the REM pod went off and there's proof of it. Your shit's haunted. You should probably sell it. It's in a lot of times, honest to God, doing residential cases is more like being a social worker than a paranormal investigator. Because we've gotten to the point where we really don't even want to investigate in people's houses much, because we don't want to stir stuff up. If we can talk them off the ledge to a place where they're like, oh, nothing's really going on anymore since we've talked, then that's,
and keeping them learning how to
take back their space and
to get
right.
the intentions that they need to set.
So I go in there with cameras and stir shit up. I mean, that's kind of selfish, I think. So
Friday's got ethics are a huge part of it, and that could be, and it is true. And then the class that we teach, ironically, the parts that Jeff and I go over, a lot of it is showing like for my part of it, it's like if you're going to use mediums or psychics, we go over that, but then how to use them. And I kind of go in a little bit of ethics, and then it kind of flips into Jeff, things kind of do's and don'ts as well. Yep.
So we do use psychics because we do know, and Dana has gifts. But we also know a couple other really, really good psychics that are legit. I don't care what Kenny Biddle says. I don't care what the debunking community says about psychics. There are real ones out there. Now, the ones that they always talk about, I personally think that they have not met any real ones. See ya, Kim. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
But now when we use them on residential cases, we don't talk to them and we don't get their findings, and they never, ever, ever talk to the client. And the client never, ever knows who's got abilities, because 90% of the time, oh, Dana's a psychic, huh? So they want to talk to Dana, and that's it. It's like, nope, we're not. We need to use logic and reason.
The only time you usually can tell who's the mediums in the group is if we're at a public event.
Yep.
That's usually when you can tell, because we do it differently. Because usually, and sometimes.
But that's ghost hunting. That's
ghost hunting. But even when we do a residential, though, it's kind of hard, because usually I'm like, if we're getting like the intake details of it, usually I will be not around.
Right.
I usually am just walking around other places. And
that's the thing too, like with YouTube, people can always say, and I understand that. That's why your integrity is so important. People can always say, you told Dana about the facts of the case first. Well, I can't prove that I didn't. You can't prove that I did, but like, I don't feel that we've ever given anybody a reason to doubt our integrity and our,
BJ.
So, BJ, Paranormal Rooster is what he goes by on YouTube. He was blown away at some things that Dana said in regards to something that he had told me and he had told Josh, and that was it.
And you found out that day.
Now, I found out a little bit before.
Oh, okay.
But that's what I'm saying. People could say, well, you told Dana all about it. I didn't tell her anything about it. But so that's why I said your integrity is so goddamn important.
But that's why sometimes when we do things with togs, I'm not told anything anything. And so I have no way of knowing because
we'll go have a meeting at McDonald's before we go to somebody's house, and Dana's sitting out in the fucking car by herself, not listening, because it's like, nope, we don't want her to be tainted.
And then people are like, well, don't you want? It's like, no. As soon as or people will. This was what kills me, is it's known in our groups that if we're talking about a case, you need to, before you start talking, you need to say that you're going to start talking about it so I can walk away. Because we've had it happen multiple times where people will start blah, 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 blah about that. And it's like, wait, I got to go. And then they look at me like I'm crazy when I walk away.
Yep.
And it's like, but we just told you, she's not supposed to know anything. And then when we get to the place, then they're like, how do you feel something? Do you feel something?
Yeah.
Do you feel something? And it's like, go do your thing. Just leave me alone.
Yep. And so here's another interesting thing that I've found in the years of doing this is that, like, and here again, I know people detest the Estes method, but if you stack a group of people that have gifts, you want to see some interesting shit, have them do the Estes method. It's crazy. Like I've seen stuff.
My friend Carmen and I together, it's crazy.
See, it goes
crazy when we get together and do it.
Oh, Kim's saying bye because she's leaving. My bad. Ghost Wiener's not going anywhere.
But it's crazy. The first time it happened, I think
Sarah.
it like freaked people out. It was like, wait, what?
Yeah, the first time I saw one, and I was even asking questions too, and I switched up the questioning. And I guarantee if people see that video, they're going to say that she can hear what you guys are saying, because there was a lot of things that were so accurate, so, but there again, we wouldn't do that in someone's house.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between playing around with stuff, having fun with stuff, and what we do in people's houses. And
just like the astral projection too.
Yep. The remote viewing.
Remote viewing. We did an experiment with that at a location.
Yep. And I'm telling you, people think that sounds crazy, like, oh, bullshit. But I'm telling you,
it was pretty cool.
I know people that can do it, and they can do it well, because they have told me stuff on cases. Yeah, they've told me stuff on cases that, like, there's no way you guessed it. You don't even know where you're going. All you get is a picture. Or, I mean, so it's,
It's funny because Jeff got to experience it hands-on, because I actually brought somebody here into the house.
They were so Dana was on a shamanic journeys retreat with a group of people, and I was home with the dogs, and me and Boo were sitting in that room over there, and I was looking out the door, and I saw a shadow go by through the hallway, and Boo started barking. Like, I thought somebody was walking in front of our window at first and casting the shadow into the hallway. So I like, immediately I ran to the front door and looked outside. There was no one around. And like I said, Boo saw it too. And then, so I was telling her about that. And she said, what time was that? I told her what time it was. And she said, well, we were practicing during remote viewing.
And I brought somebody into the house with me.
So there again, I mean, people are going to say, oh, fuck, we're unsubscribing from these dudes because they're clearly nuts. But, there are people that do have abilities and things like that. And usually the ones that do, you'll never hear about.
And it's funny because everybody says, we'll take Kenny Vittle's test, but it's like, no, because there's, I
almost feel like it's geared towards, like, so people make this comment too all the time about psychics. Well, if you're a psychic, why can't you give me the lottery numbers for tomorrow? It doesn't work that way. That's not an energy that you can tap into and connect to. So, there's a lot of, and I wonder if the test, and I don't know what's up with the test. I'm just guessing. So that must be the big story tonight.
Yeah, somebody else just told us that too.
Yep, Joe busted in with that. So, well, shit, I hope like one of my true crime channels covers that.
Right.
I'd be curious to hear the details on that.
But yeah,
how you doing, buddy?
It's crazy because that's what people get frustrated with me, because they'll be like, well, if you're a psychic medium, you should be able to do that. And it's like, it doesn't work that way.
Yep.
Plus, I turn mine on and off a lot just because if there's stuff going on, and I have to turn it off.
And you can't do it anytime you want.
No.
Like, there's sometimes it's, Just
if somebody would come
whenever
up
it
to me and say,
doesn't
what
work.
do you
Yeah.
read me? What do you get a read on me for? I can't do it. It has to come to me. It's not that it just appears. I
Yeah.
mean, it literally just poofs. And a lot of times what happens with me is in dreams, which is random, but like, and it can be random people. I can see people in the dreams that I don't know, but then I might cross paths with them, and I'm like, ooh, but I won't. And then that's again, I will not tell anything to anybody unless they ask me. I just don't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's designed to be failed, but I don't think that they totally understand psychic abilities and things like that. So like they may have things that can't actually be done by psychics, if that makes sense. And not necessarily because
Well, and like psychics are never
but then again
100% on.
but I think too it is geared towards whatever you say your claims are. So like the Cody and Satori thing is clearly it's the toe tapping thing. So their specific tests are going to be designed towards them. It's not like if they were to test a regular someone that says they can
Well, this
talk to
is
ghosts and
weird.
stuff. What, Mariah?
Some of the
Some of the CFI tests are insane. Like someone say they can heal, and then they wanted them to grow some. Oh, really?
Yeah, there's no. I mean,
Oh,
the
okay.
healing,
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
the healing type, like the healing that I do is all energy healing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
I think there is some truth to like Reiki healing and stuff like that too.
Well, yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen me with my mom
Yeah.
doing it. Well, and this is crazy too because I do it on Boo.
Yep.
Because
I do think there is something to that.
I mean,
that
I
people
do.
don't
I mean,
understand.
to me, it does. I mean, I haven't had a Reiki session in a while. I need to have one, but I mean, it does balance me out, and I just feel like the energy working with someone. Like I wasn't feeling what we were in class the other day, and I didn't feel well. And that there's one lady, and ironically funny, she was in the shamanic journey class or the shamanic journey we did. And I could just tell she was like, I mean, she has so much energy in her. I was just like, can I come over and talk to you for a minute? I was like, let me pull some energy from you because I mean, she just had so much energy that I just tried to like where Boo, we do where I mean, I do energy with her and my mom. I've done energy in my mom. That's so funny because I'll tell her and she's like, how'd you know that? I mean, again, then
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, you need to. And then she goes, well, it feels better now. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, Friday House, I do agree with that. Like any testing does need to be done with the scientific method. But like I said, say Dana's abilities are not the same ones that Cody and Satori claim they have. So I mean, it's got to kind of be geared towards each person. Good night, Julie. Jaya, we'll see you. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. So yeah, I understand. I do agree. It does need to have the scientific method to it, but it has to be geared towards. And I think they do gear it towards the claims that people are saying I can do this. So I think so. Mariah, didn't you say your friend was going to attempt to take that test? Here I asked that question like I'm waiting for you to answer and you're not answering. Like what the fuck? I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah. Let us know in the comments if your friend actually attempted to take it or tried to. I don't know. I thought I heard you say that your friend was going to try it. I did watch your third bridge video the other day, the part 1.
See, but that's
I did watch that.
Fry says the real test is at a controlled environment, which yes.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, psychics some days are on, psychic medium some days you're on, some days you're off. I mean, there's so much people don't realize that with it, your energy has to be good. If your energy is not good, then you're off. You're gonna have an off somehow.
And if we were playing Kenny Biddle's drinking game, we would all be shit faced right now at the amount of times Dana has said energy.
Yeah.
Because that's a shot every time that word is said. Yeah, I mean, I think people have different abilities too, and all that stuff. What about psychics who can read from a personal object? I mean, so again, I don't doubt that people have that ability, but I really think most of the ones that do, you'll never even hear of them. because if they're doing it for YouTube and doing it for TikTok and stuff like that, a lot of they're just doing it for clicks and views, and they're not legit. They use the tricks, they cold read, they look up things. It's a lot of the famous ones are that way. But like I said, I know psychics that no one knows because they don't have a YouTube channel, but they got something for sure.
And
I can't
it's not
explain
like
it.
like I said, we don't advertise. I mean, we talk about it because it is something that we do use in our work, but it's not something that's like I don't go and promote it, and it's not something I promote.
No, I liked it, Mariah. It was very honest. I mean, I know you've said some things, about Spirit Box and stuff like that, but there again, I don't have issues with people using Spirit Boxes and shit like that on a ghost hunt. And you guys are not jumping at every word like, dude, it said this. When did it really say that? I didn't see any of that going on. So, like, yeah. And there again, you guys still have not done anything to break trust or integrity. So, I don't want to say I give people passes. I'm just saying I understand using equipment, and I don't fault people for using it, because you do sometimes have to do something in a paranormal investigation video to make it interesting, other than sitting in a dark room asking questions, because who wants to watch that all the time?
It's like watching all the video from afterwards. Who wants to do that?
Like I had one of the few investigation videos that I put out there was that school. Sorry, I've got heart or something. But that was a very, very hard video for me to try and make entertaining.
Do you want to come say hi?
Because literally nothing happened. And I had, but I want to try and make it interesting without, embellishing or any of that bullshit. So
yeah, come on.
She's like, no, it's bedtime, Mom. It's 9:30.
She's like, I fell asleep over there. Now I'm ready.
Come on, baby.
You can say hi. Come on.
Says, no, I want Dad's chair is what she wants.
Say hello, everybody.
She wants my seat. We got to get Mariah's comment out of the way. No, I know I did see that was set up, Mariah. Whoops. And guys, I'm sure everybody in here is already subscribed to them, but go over and check them out.
Hello, sweet girl.
Good newcomers into the community for sure. Zach needs to talk a little bit more. Actually, Zach needs to talk less. That he talks so goddamn much. It's pathetic. It's all like you can't shut him up. He's kind of annoying, actually. So I'm just kidding.
You gotta put the comment down so they can see Booze.
I'm just kidding.
There she is.
Zach, Zach doesn't talk very much. He's very, very quiet, but that's fine. That's how some people are.
It's your bedtime.
Yeah, we're probably going to wrap it up here in a second.
It's your bedtimes.
I'm surprised we still maintain 30, even though the side guy was on with the Midwest Ghost Hunter. And
I know.
I'm going to give him shit for. I'm just kidding. It like I said, overlaps are bound to happen. It is what it is. I don't. And side guy and I are friends. Hopefully, we get to meet him when he comes here in April. We tried to work something out, but the location was extremely close to the Kentucky Derby on the Kentucky Derby weekend. And hotel prices were
one you couldn't find one.
Yeah, they were 4 or 5 times the price. The
closest one was like an hour and a half, 2 hours away, and it still was like
quadruple the price.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Well, when I started looking, I'm like, why is there no hotels? Then I thought, I'm like, wait. I looked at the date. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yep. Nope. So that, at least, I mean, we're not scrapping the idea yet, but that definitely isn't going to happen. Yeah, John, he does need to buy my shit. I bought one of his shirts.
We bought 2 of his shirts.
Yeah, yep, we did. We both have the Grim Reaper shirts. The next shirt I'm going to buy, though, I want to buy a 2-ply shirt, and I want to buy a Entity 7 shirt. Joe, I think, could be the first one rocking the mountain shirt.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to go back and look and see which shirts we've bought.
Let's see if I can find his message and show
or which shirts have been bought.
Where he showed me. Yeah. Click on the picture. Why won't it get bigger? There it goes.
Oh wow, that's,
so that's
pretty
what the
big on
mountain
there
shirt
too.
looks like.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Let's see if we get. I don't know if you guys can see this. Plus, it looks like it's bent over on a bed or something.
Yeah.
But, so there's a mountain shirt. That could be the first mountain shirt bought.
Like I said, we're going to start taking stuff down, and I think we're going to go to where everybody can pick whatever shirt, sweatshirt, whatever they want. They can pick whatever they want, but certain items will be, like the hats will always just be the Boo hats.
Yep.
The ghost, because that's something that everybody always has said. So the ghost will always only be on the hats, and I think I have a sticker for it. And then we'll have a specialty design, which will only be limited quantity in certain or limited time, and it will only be a specific amount of shirt types of design shirts and sweatshirts and that and items that will be on it. But that'll be just like a
one thing. Okay, this just hit me hot off the presses, people. Do they have like barbecue aprons?
we have one with we have them on there.
Oh, okay.
And
I
we
should probably
actually
go to
have
the
them
store and
out-
see what we got.
We actually have Mountain on one of them.
Okay, so you beat me to it. Because I was going to say, we need Mountain on a barbecue apron.
Oh my gosh, Jeffrey. Seriously?
Well, see, I don't know how to get into the store.
I've told you.
Uh-oh, we got fuzzy. What the fuck happened?
Oh, that's
What
weird.
happened? What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
Let's try this. This works when you're investigating. When your cameras fuck up,
Oh, that's weird. Maybe I just held up my camera too high.
you just take a picture of it.
That was
That
weird.
was it was weird. My camera's been doing that for making videos lately. It's a Matt demon. Ghost Wiener says we need Boo underwear.
I don't know on that.
They need Mountain on the butt cheek and Karen on the other one. Oh shit. Don't give me ideas, people.
Oh, I can't get into it this way. I thought I could.
That's one thing we got to learn how to do too, is put our merch bar at the bottom of our videos like all the other like real channels do. I haven't figured that out yet. Oh shoot. Boo doggy diapers.
We actually have bandanas for dogs.
Yeah, we do have some doggy apparel.
No. I'm trying to see if I...
Yep. So, well, we should probably head out because people are starting to leave in droves.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I understand. It's
I'll
late,
have to...
especially for the UK audience.
So somebody
Although
bought
the
a
West
Boo
Coast-
sticker, or a mountain sticker.
A sticker?
A mountain sticker.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's what we sold so far. So, somebody bought a Boo Dog sweatshirt. Oh,
Oh.
nope, it was canceled. Never mind.
Oh. Yeah, fuck that Boo Dog.
We've had several
Yeah,
Boo shirts.
Mariah, I know that's like your running joke. You're like, buy our merch, but you don't have any. See, Friday House, goddamn it! Everybody keeps saying you can do that in OBS. I know what I can do in OBS. I'm stupid.
So
need
this
to
is
learn it.
something. Because I'm going to have our designer make something soon for a specialty shirt. What is a specialty shirt design you'd like to see on a shirt? And this is going to be something that's going to be short time available, and then once it's down, it's gone. Because we got to come up with an idea. Because we thought of something, but it would be a lot. It's going to be hard to do.
What did we think of? Oh yeah.
But it would take a lot of tedious stuff for. It would be
Plus,
tedious.
we could probably actually like get in trouble for that.
Well, we were going to do something, but yeah, it was going to take a lot for us to.
When you're selling somebody's image that's not yours.
But it wasn't going to be an image.
Okay.
It was just something spelt backwards and then something for each letter. Or we were going to put that in backwards into a design, but it was going to be really hard to do. So we decided not to do that.
I see what you did there, Friday House.
But
that was a reference to Mr. Bolin. He always comes up with weird ways to say smash that like button. My voice is starting to go, holy cow.
Oh, see, you're getting the end of what I had.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, we just need to find, I have an idea of what we want to do. And like I said, it will be a short time that it will be up. And then after, once it's down. And then we won't have it back up in the shop.
See, Mariah, I even had a private lesson from Jamie. And I really thought I was on the right track. And then just, I switched memory or flash drives. And now I feel like I'm back to square one. So I did link my own camera and microphone to it on my own, based on what Jamie taught me. But I need to get back into it. But like I said, we went through the swamp aids and the man flu and the bad family health news all at
And
the
we're
same
still working
time.
with all that stuff. So
I will get back into it because I do want to do with it. There's a lot more that you can do with that than StreamYard. Plus, the $44.95 a month is a big motivation to learn how to do it too. So,
do you want back up? Come on.
All right, guys, we are going to say goodnight.
You want to come back up and say goodnight? Come on.
Get up here and say goodnight.
Come on, say goodnight. Come on.
She's going to run to the bed. Come on.
Come on.
Get up here and say goodnight.
Come
She wants me to leave so she can get the chair.
Well, stand up so she can get in the chair.
Why do I got to fucking leave? It's my show.
But no, you can stand over there and she can get up in the chair.
No.
Squat
I
over there.
refuse.
Squat over there.
Where am I going to stand over here?
Move the garbage can and sit right there.
Where there's a cooler in there.
We'll sit on the cooler.
No.
Yes.
I'm not doing it.
We'll scoot over so she can get in her chair.
Get up here.
Come on, Boo.
Come on. Up here.
Come on.
Get up here. Come on.
Here. Here, you want to sit in this chair?
Here we go. Say goodbye.
She's like, wait, I
We
want to
gotta
get
remove the comment.
Oh, there she is.
All right.
Do you want to get in your chair? Here, I'll move so you can get in your chair.
See if she takes that one. It's a lot easier for you to move than me.
Come on.
Get up there. Get
Come
up
on.
there. Go on.
She's like, I don't like this chair.
It's like, nope.
Here,
I want the
I'll put a
one with the
blanket
pillow
down.
and the blankie.
All right, come on, Boo. Get up. Come on.
This is
Up. Good girl.
riveting
Come on.
entertainment here.
There we go.
Okay. Miss Boo, you got to sign off? You got to do the show with me? Fist bump? Hey,
I'm still here.
Miss Boo, fist bump? All right, guys. So Boo is going to do our sign off. And thank you all for watching us. And be sure to check out Side Eye Guy's video because, you guys stayed here and I appreciate that. But go watch him because he had the Midwest Medium on his show tonight. So Oakley Dokley. John said, just fucking end it already for Christ's sake.
Say Boo's ending it. Say hey.
All right. See you guys. The
Bye.
awkward ending coming up right now.